Icewind Dale, home to the most hardened of frontiersmen, pioneers, and nomads. Beyond the sporadic dots of civilization dwells terrifying beasts and deadly monsters. Each night, before midnight, Oriel takes to the sky and weaves her spell of ice and darkness. For 2 years, the north of Faerun has been covered in everlasting rime. From Dugan's Hole to Lonelywood, from high atop Kelvin's Cairn down to Mare du Walden. Hungry and cold, the population of Icewind Dale huddles together in empty homes, praying to the gods to end Oriel's reign. Their prayers were answered. Heroes summoned by fate have vowed to break the Frostmaiden's spell.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's. God, Diana, why?
You made it like 4
Monday.
words in. I'm so proud of you.
I'm really proud of you.
BJ would be so happy that worked.
Boobies on Monday.
Wait, what? Don't say it. You're not supposed to say it when the audience can hear you.
You gotta say it ahead of time. That's the game. It's like in before.
So, hi.
The whole compilation where they've just broken Matt every time. The poor guy. They do it to him.
Yep. So hi everyone, I'm Simon at Wandering DM. I'll be GMing tonight's game of Rime of the Frostmaiden. I have with me an incredible cast of wonderful role players that each have a wonderful surprise to show you tonight. Hopefully everyone has it next to them. So without further ado, let's just go around the table, introduce our cast, and then jump into the action where we left off last week. We'll start with the person to my right on the overlay, which is Kelly.
Hello, I'm Kelly. Definitely not a sorcerer. I play Sarkia, who's definitely a wizard. And Sarkia and Kelly now have this dice bag. Thanks to Mermaid Stephanie, Tea and Tails. And it's not only one of my favorite colors, which is like this dark green, but it has my, oh god, that's hitting close. It has my lantern, and it has my spell book that I don't know how to fill out, and it has my thrune. So my dice bag can sass me the whole time, and I love it to pieces. It's great.
Up next, we have Justin.
I am Justin, and I am playing Ragnar, the group's ranger, and I also have a dice bag, and you will notice it has a mysterious symbol here that I don't know what it is. It looks like some sort of bow that's not a bow.
Well, we can't.
Yeah, you can't see that one, but this is a bow, and then this appears to be money, because Ragnar is very clearly the richest of all of them, because none of these people have cash. I don't know how they made it this far in life. They are so poor.
Show the color
until you
inside.
stole it all.
Show the inside because it's so pretty.
Oh, and the inside is also pretty because
Do you have dice in there yet? I don't think
No.
so.
This is more of a Justin thing because
is.
Justin loves gold.
He loves gold fabric with a passion. Why do I have okay, we're gonna have to talk about that later. Alright.
Next up is Tumai.
Hello everyone, I'm Tumai and playing Elise, and my gift, of course, is the best. I mean, yeah, no doubt, because I have my Wakazashi sword, and I also have my book that were pages torn off that I had, and inside it's snowflakes. How cool is that? And I filled it with die heart dice that are the cutest purple moonstones. Love. Thank you.
Our next player is Justice, who's hello.
Is that me?
Yeah, that would be you.
Hello.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Don't worry, he also loves gold.
Oh, bye, Justice.
I saw his bag, so.
Oh no. There he is.
Sorry, my internet is being dumb for some reason.
No, but do you mind if we try something?
Not at all.
I'll put us on the be right back. We'll be back in 2 minutes, everyone. I'm gonna try to tweak a thing for our group chat and for our cameras, and we'll be right back. Hello, we are back. It is I, the disembodied voice of the DM. So let's continue on our introductions. We'll go back to Justice, who was going to introduce us to his character and his dice bag.
Yes, hello, I am Justice. And tonight I play Etten, who is the town greeter of whatever town he's in. Hello! And he's also one of the 6 fishes of Lathander. The lead fish, some might say. And I have this beautiful dice bag to hold all my dice. And unlike the previous 3 introductions, mine is full of dice because I'm that extra.
Oh, mine has dice in it. So
Full? Every single compartment?
there's compartments?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the coolest part.
Oh no, I need to.
I just
fix
thought
You
it. I
guys
just
go
thought.
ahead.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, I wish I could screen cap that face. Can someone clip that? Because that was adorable.
Oh, this
That
makes
was
so
so
much
cute.
sense
Oh my
now.
god.
I'm over the height limit for cute. Anyway, let's continue introductions. I just stuck it all in the middle. Like
I did too.
No, that's for your extra
That's
pleb
for
dice.
plebs.
Yeah, you gotta put all the pockets so you keep all your dice separated.
Wow, you play and you learn.
Yeah. And I have themed dice for this campaign and this character, so, you know.
Wow, now I can put my vampire dice without me getting mixed with the
So
other one.
thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
okay.
And you're welcome, Kelly and
You're
Tumai.
Oh yeah, you made my day.
Because I have like Rime and Frostmaiden dice for this.
Our last player, Diana.
Hey guys, I'm Diana. I'm the last player. Here on this campaign, I play Helaphine, your resident Goliath monk, werebear,
Bear.
here
Who?
bear.
Where?
And guys, I don't know if you're gonna be able to guess what my cool gift was. It was a dice bag. I know, you're floored, but mine was obviously the best one. It's perfect. I will not be able to show this on the camera, but it has a cute little bear charm because that's sort of my thing, and then a feather, and a little red bead specifically for Oya's hair, which I think is super adorable.
I don't think it's for Oya's hair. I'm just.
It is for Oya's hair. You can ask Stephanie. She told me. Yes, also for the Opera Geek's beautiful red hair, which also inspires me to become a werebear and destroy the world. Thank you so much, Stephanie T and Tails. I actually just commissioned another bag from her. I'm super stoked. I really love her work, and you all should go support her because she's wonderful. That's it. That's all.
Cool. I'm
Simon's
still trying
dead.
to get my camera up. But there are.
He lied. He's
things
actually changing
happening.
right now.
Yes, I'm definitely half naked, and that's why no one can see me.
Yep. Swinging his pants around over his head.
Send pics or it didn't happen.
Please don't send pics though, because I feel like you'll get banned from Twitch.
Yeah, I
Yep.
like to keep
No
my
nips, no feet.
thing. Yeah. So players, dear players, what happened last time? Where were we?
Oh, I don't know. Doing stuff.
We
I guess.
we left my fabulous
Girlfriend.
pal Oya.
Girlfriend
My-
/ mom /
My
pen
well,
pal.
not mom in the term that you know, but yes, my girlfriend Oya. We left her and went to East Haven, which is
The town of
apparently
thieves.
which is terrible because apparently thievery is legal here, which is garbage. I don't know what kind of
Only-
bullshit rule that is.
Only pickpocketing.
Yeah, so thievery's legal here. And they were killing this guy who was a red wizard. Someone correct me if that's wrong.
Yes.
A red wizard. But we weren't so sure he was a red wizard, so we were gonna like go and stop it from happening if he wasn't really a red wizard. But then when we got there, there was this elven chick who looked just like Sarkia. Like uncanny. The only difference, the eyes were a little bit different, but other than that, just side by side, almost like a mirror, except that one's an elf and one's not. And yeah, just Sarkia sort of ran away, which, you know, basically means that the rest of this party has to beat that dead horse into the ground. So we invited the elfin lady to dinner. Yeah, we're trying to figure out what's going on. What's going on? What's going on?
And I believe last we left, the group was in the inn. Goes by the name of the White Lady Inn. Not Sarkia, but Etten was about to leave. Saw a man.
Dinner code.
Oh, yes, because Sarkia was also about to leave, but then the lady said something that made her a little angry, even though she doesn't really know why. And so she went back and like confronted her, and that's where we left off.
I believe we left
Yeah.
on a vision of Etten.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the vision. Oh, yeah. Oh, that thing.
And Ragnar was gonna leave too, but then he fell in love.
Etten's vision was the 5 fishes of Lathander, but one of them was white and frozen over.
I believe the term is frostbitten.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we're gonna pick back up with Etten on the inn, standing in the doorframe of the doorway of this inn, 1 foot inside, 1 foot outside, looking at this fisherman haul his fishes, one of which is completely frostbitten.
Ooh, no. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's not a good sign.
Are you okay, Etten? You look a little worried.
Well, no, everything's fine. Everything's fine, I'm sure. It's all fine.
What do you mean? I'm sure. You're clutching old Bitey really tight there. Are you?
Well, he's my fish.
Well, right, but your knuckles are sort of white. Okay.
Maybe a conversation for another time. But everybody maybe stay indoors tonight.
Wasn't that always the plan?
The old innkeep says, regardless, you shouldn't stay outside in these god-forsaken temperatures.
Oh, well, no. Could we have a cuddle pile tonight, maybe? And everybody stay warm?
No.
That is definitely a no. She's still staring at the elf, but she's at this point so used to Etten asking for cuddle piles that it's just an automatic reflex.
Ooh, ooh.
Has the elven woman reacted at all?
She's
Because I'd sat down across from her and taken down the hood after she said that the North preserves beauty very well.
Yep. She's bemused by the situation. Kind of what you would expect of a native inhabitant of the area, reacting at tourists talking about the cold weather and how you should rather stay inside tonight and all that. There's a sort of schadenfreude that she takes from this situation.
Schadenfreude.
So she's mean. Okay, rad.
Well, she's not super obviously mean. Like, she's not smiling menacingly, if you will. But she does enjoy the fact that you seem to be in sort of a predicament.
Yeah, so she's low-key horrible.
Yep.
All right, cool.
We need to stay inside anyway. You never know what can happen to you in the alleyways of East Haven at night.
Oh, well, yes, I suppose.
It sounds like you'll get robbed.
Well, I won't.
Why not?
The light of Lathander walks before me.
I don't
Yes,
think Lathander cares
jerky.
about pickpockets.
And fish jerky. Why would anyone steal fish?
He cares about everyone.
Yeah, maybe
Even
you're
my
right.
teacher.
Maybe I don't know Lathander. I don't know Lathander.
Would you like me to introduce you?
The elf woman turns around to look at Etten and says, "Well, I haven't had a good proselytizing in years."
Don't waste your time, Etten.
What now?
I would be careful. He was trying to marry people all day.
Not me marry them, but more like them marry each other. But you used a big word there. I don't know what it is.
Talk to me about... And she steeples her fingers on the table. Talk to me about your god, Etten.
Oh, my God?
Etten.
Yes.
Sarkia just shakes her head no.
It is one of my favorite subjects.
Yeah, Sarkia, you're being kind of rude.
The light of Lathander shines on all of us, and he brings hope and new dawn to each day. And he has tasked me with taking the 5 fishes, 6, on a holy quest, and we're going to rid this land of Oral and all of her cold grossness. And he talks to me, and he walks with me.
I see.
Wasn't there a parable about Lathander and 2 sets of footsteps in the snow?
Yes. And the one with only 1 set of footsteps was when I was using my face step.
There were 2 sets of footsteps and then 30 feet of nothing. She says, so Lathander shines a light on this whole situation.
Well, he's trying to. He shines his light through me.
He's doing a very good job, don't you think?
Yes, he is. He has gotten us safely this far. We started out in Dugan's Hole, and I was the official town greeter. I'd been waiting there 12 years for my 5 fish to show up, and I was like, hello, and they all came and joined me, and they were like, hello, and I was like, do you want to join a cuddle pile? And they were like, okay, and so we all had a big cuddle pile and ate fish jerky, and then we went on an adventure, and we've been across the country, and we went way far away, and we met a god, and then we came back on this side, so far he's doing a great job.
To be clear, he thinks we're the fish.
Yes, it's not literal.
Except for one.
Yes, Almighty is a fish.
That is the fish you keep clinging to.
Yes,
We completed a very glorious quest, and this was our reward.
I see.
Would you like to hear him sing?
No, I have fine, delicate elven ears. I would rather not damage them. Elven features, and she turns to Sarkia. Elven features are very fragile. They must be preserved at all cost.
I've heard that, which is why you don't see many elves up in the north still. So many of them fled.
I'm so sorry, but I just looked at our Twitch stream and Simon's eyes are very big. I can't.
Hello.
All eyes.
I can't.
I thought my camera was big, but
I need to resize myself, but yes.
If I had a
Okay.
nickel.
Okay.
Keep talking, Ragnar.
Devin says, I feel so seen. Oh, Devin. Yes, well.
I feel
Elven-
some sort of tension between the two of you.
Alize, we shouldn't get involved. They're going to be mean to each other, and if you interrupt, they'll be mean to us. We should.
Why would they be mean to each other or us? They've just met. Why would random strangers be mean to each other?
I don't know, Ragnar. You're mean to everybody. Why don't you answer that?
Yeah,
And she's still staring
your
at the other girl.
thing.
Can I tell dear DM that they might know each other?
You can make an insight check. Yeah, a 3. Unless you have advantage.
No idea.
There's
Nope.
definitely an animosity between the two of them. There is something going on. You don't believe that they know each other, but there's this like tension that established itself the very moment they laid eyes on one another. And not a good kind of tension either.
It's like an episode of Mean Girls.
What?
Uh-uh.
I'm going to use any excuse to get away from that table. So if it looks like the inn owner or whatever, because he's 1,000 years old, if it looks like he needs help lifting something or rearranging I'm just going to get up and leave to go help under the guise of being a good Samaritan.
Oh, well, if you wish to help, the halfling bard that was there with you but a few moments prior, who just went back to tuning his lute in at his designated table, if you will. He claps his hands and says, I feel like we could cut the tension here with a spoon. How about a round of ale for everyone? You're our first major group of travelers, and I feel like this should be celebrated. And he points to all of you one by one. He goes, ale? Ale. 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 No.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Are you gonna?
Yeah.
I don't
Yep.
partake.
Are you
I'll
gonna?
help you
Okay.
carry it.
You plan on going to the fish? You're gonna go to get ale and bring it back to the cold before it freezes? He says
This-
sarcastically.
This place does not serve drinks, if you recall.
Yes.
No. But he is going to go fetch them.
Yeah, he just wants the bard to get out.
Um, Sarkia will lean forward on the table and steeple her fingers, so it looks almost like a mirror at this point. So tell me, what is your name? What do you do here?
I enjoy life as much as I can.
Hmm. Whose life?
What kind of
Why my
question is
own?
Ragnar will lean forward, steepling his fingers, being like, "This is the strangest start to a friendly conversation I've had all evening."
My name's Fanio.
Faniel, this is Sarkia, our fish of the group, as it were.
Hmm.
Mm,
That's quite a nice name.
it is.
Where did you get it?
Hmm. If I
Well, her
recall,
parents probably gave it to her.
the priest is correct. My parents gave it to me.
Oh, I highly doubt that.
I mean, names aren't always given by parents. One can pick up names a number of other ways.
I pick up a lot of strays, but not stray names.
Well, I mean, the
Say,
bard did call you the White Lady. That's another one.
I
it's a
believe the
title.
bard was just telling a story. Did he call her the White Lady? I can't remember. He did. Oh, that's right. Towards
Yeah.
the end. Mhm. Hmm. So, do you live in East Haven? Have you been here long?
A few decades. You know, a blip to an elf.
Ah, to an elf, possibly, but what is it to you?
A blip.
Sarkia just leans back from the table. And what is your position in the town? What do you do?
Mm.
Besides, incite mass hysteria and theft.
Oh. I beg your pardon, I haven't stolen anything.
I think she's confusing the town rule about pickpocketing.
Oh.
She's from the south, you understand. They're new to the area.
Well, it is true that there's a lot of crime going about East Haven. Dreadful murders, disappearances, people growing hungry and cold, vile wizards infiltrating our streets. I, myself, am just one of the people. I can't help it if others follow me because of my innate charisma.
A burden I am quite familiar with.
Say, didn't I see you somewhere before?
Me? I doubt it. As he said, I just came from the south.
Hmm.
I've come up here looking for something.
Hello.
Not
Hello.
you.
Ah, but sometimes the thing you're looking for is not the thing that you find, and the thing that you find is the thing that you should have been looking for all along.
The friends you made along
Wait,
the
repeat
way.
that?
And and she gets up from her table and says, "And I felt like people here wanted to speak to me. And yet the one person I found who was a delightful guest was this gentleman over here, and she points to Etten and
Hello.
Ragnar.
Ooh.
Say, gentlemen, are you hungry?
Do not go with
Nearly
her.
always.
I could be persuaded to eat. It was a long journey.
Do not go with it.
As opposed to stay here and eat fish jerky.
I was going to the wet trout for the evening. My treat.
That is where the rest of you were going before this started, right? You were rushing out the door to the wet trout, were you not?
Ragnar, as rude as you can be, I still don't think you deserve to have an evening with that.
I clearly
That?
don't, because I was living invited.
I mean,
I am wounded.
my apologies. I had
Not
no
yet, you're
idea.
not.
I had no idea my distinguished companion here would feel this strongly about elves. I am sorry. It happens from time to time, Southerners and their proclivities. Let's just pretend it didn't never happen, and let's just go about our ways. Up here in the north, we're all equal in the cold.
Ragnar,
Yes,
shut up.
indeed,
Well-
that is what I'm saying.
This.
I'm not sure what it is, but it is not an elf.
I assure you, my dear, I am what you see. And I am not an object, I am not an it, and I am certainly not a monster. Now, if you'll excuse me, this room has gotten colder than the outside. Seems like I didn't know, but you were traveling with the Ice Queen herself.
No, Sarkia is not a queen.
Ragnar will definitely burst out laughing at that.
If you must go, go. Just don't let them get behind you.
Get behind who?
Any of you.
Well, boys, are you coming?
Oh, oh. Well, you see,
Sarkia will push back her chair and just go to the second story of the inn.
Etten?
Oh, Sarkia, well, I really think we should all stay together for warmth.
I'm not going anywhere with them.
Ooh.
Feel
And
free.
I'll address the elf. Maybe we all stay here instead. I have plenty of fish jerky.
I would rather be somewhere warmer.
I'm sure you would.
Ooh.
And then she's gone.
And then when Sarkia is left, the elf Faniel will sigh and just approach the table again, not sit down, but she'll bend over the table to get closer to all of your faces and say, I don't know if... What do you know of your traveler from the south?
Sarkia?
Yes.
She's
Because-
very nice and
It's in.
and what?
Why are you asking about her to us?
Well, she produces a rolled up sheet of paper from her sleeve that she unfurls on the table. It is a wanted poster, a bounty, and the drawing is exactly Sarkia's face, down to
Oh.
a T.
Wow.
Ragnar will
What?
smile, raise his eyebrow a bit, smile like, oh. Where's the bounty listed in though?
Wait, stop. What she wanted for?
It's in the 10 towns.
Is it a recent bounty or an old bounty? Like, would I have seen it around during my?
You have not seen it around, in fact.
So it's a new posting.
But she rolls it up and puts it back in her sleeve and says, "If I were you, I'd be careful. It seems like your friend might be more dangerous than little old me."
Well, I mean, aren't we all?
Do you,
Careful,
do you
that
know
is.
what is she wanted for?
I believe she is a... And she casts a glance at the staircase. What do you know of shape changers?
Oh, we have one.
Oh. She looks to Elefine.
Oh, I'm not there.
Oh, no, that's true.
I went with the bard.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
I'll
what,
get back to
that's how
you.
Ragnar's just like has his hand like this, like.
Huh. Well then.
Helefine's girlfriend is a shapeshifter.
Oh. Well, I don't know about your friends, your Elefine's girlfriend, but this one is a horrendous type of shapeshifter. She steals people's faces.
I've never seen her take a face. She's got the one face.
I thought she kind of looked different, like a little bit yesterday, but
I would be
I thought it
careful
was
if I were you.
I am quite attached to my face.
Me too.
how does that work really? Like, would she like look at us and then just try to?
I imagine it
she
would
can do
involve
some
killing
magic
you
stuff.
so that you wouldn't be around to then say, hey, no, don't, that's my face.
Exactly. You know how a
Really?
barber does with the razor?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you. And she bows a little.
Ragnar will, pull back from his seat and offer to escort the lady to the door.
As you escort her out. Oh, yes.
But as I do, I will
Shooter.
badly fumble with my chair, though. Apparently.
What were you trying to do?
I was trying to fumble forward with my chair to knock her off balance slightly, but I guess I more stumble myself.
Yeah, she would just sidestep you and let you fall face first on the floor.
It's like, well, I guess you can help escort me to the door. Ha ha.
She'll take you up, like take your arm, help you up, and whisper to you as you exit, as you bring her to the door. In case you were wondering, I'm the one who wrote the bounty. She murdered my sister, my twin sister.
You don't say. And while she helps me up, let's hope for You know what? I wanna spend an inspiration point to not be awful at this. Come on. There we go. So as she helped me up and I say you don't say, I am sort of reaching into her pockets or not her pockets, I should say. Since she was helping up with her arms, I was reaching inside and pulling out the warrant that she, had produced.
You have the piece of paper.
And I would, slide it back into my own, sleeve so that it is hidden. But I'm at the same time I'm agreeing with her, like, oh, that is very interesting. Since I do services throughout the 10 towns myself, but I've already talked with the master at arms, so.
Well, if their price doesn't interest you, come knock at my door.
I would like to insight check this here woman about her whole garbage and see how sincere she is.
Yeah, no, sure, go ahead.
No, from Eden's point of view, it's less suspicion and just innate insight. Like, oh no, there you are. Oh, that's an 8.
A bit like what Alize discovered earlier, there is an animosity between Sarkia and this woman. You didn't hear the part about Sarkia murdering the woman's sister, but you do have the impression that she's laying it on thick with the, you should not trust Sarkia. So either there's like a lot of hatred and she's been holding herself back not to jump at Sarkia's throat, or something fishy is happening.
And after my bit, Ragnar would essentially leave her at the door, open the door, close it behind her, kind of a thing. He wouldn't follow her out.
And speaking of out, before we go back to the inn, we'll just head on outside for a moment in the streets of Heasthaven. Ronaldo is walking in the snow with Helafine.
Oh boy, I can't tell you how thankful I am that you found a good reason to leave that room. I don't really deal well with that kind of stress.
Oh. I can deal with it when I'm not sober, and I'm fairly certain that if you put a bit of alcohol in these two, it's gonna end up in a bar brawl. That was going to be my source of entertainment for the evening.
No, that's not good. We don't want them to fight. They'll kill each other.
But they want to fight. Didn't you see them? And
yeah, but I don't want to clean up blood, she says, still covered in blood from her own fight this morning.
He looks at you like up and down. Is like, you're one to talk.
Look, if anything, this makes me more qualified to speak on the matter. She'll set the place on fire. Sarkia will burn it down and walk away.
Oh, so she is dangerous.
Well, not like in a traditional sense, more like sort of sassy danger.
Sassy danger.
Yes.
I've heard tales of bards that are able to hurt people with mere words, bring the biggest warriors to their knees, crying. Is she one of those?
She's made me cry, but I don't think, not quite in the same sense that you're saying.
A big warrior such as yourself? Ya cry?
Yeah, don't you? Come on, it helps. Look, especially as a creative, I'm sure you can recognize the validity of letting your emotions take over every once in a while.
Yeah, but that's when I'm by myself. Like, people don't make me cry.
But that's like your best art. Okay, hold on. We're gonna try something. Close your eyes. No, I'm not gonna punch you. You die. Close your eyes and think about something really sad. Do you have it?
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay. Now keep thinking about that super sad thing.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Now make up a limerick.
There once...
That's a bad start. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. This is gonna turn around your whole process.
There once was no. There...
You aren't sad enough.
Apparently not. I
What
am,
were
however,
you thinking
thirsty.
about? Well, get our drinks. This is important. This will change your life. Don't you want to be more and do more?
Sure.
I mean, you play in that tavern night after night after night, I'm sure. So I can only imagine what that must feel like after so long. So I can't. Surely you want to do more. Just think about a super sad thing.
Oh, I thought of a super sad thing. It didn't inspire me at all.
Apropos of nothing, most musicians would call that job security.
What was the sad thing you thought about?
I thought I was a Goliath warrior who was made to cry by a wizard. Because I think that's a pretty sad situation.
I punch him.
Whack! He falls face first into the snow. He's like, see? I do a lot better with my wit.
I don't know if that's true.
You had an emotion. You had an emotion.
If your goal is to inspire anger in others, that's a pretty low bar, friend.
Look around. Look around us.
So,
Where's the bar? Do you even see it? It's probably buried under 6 feet of snow.
Do you mean the literal bar or like the figurative bar that we were just talking about?
The figurative bar. The literal bar is about 2 blocks away.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's all right. You know what? If you want to settle for this, that's fine.
I can talk to ghosts. That's a lot more impressive.
Say what now?
I can talk to ghosts.
How?
I do a little ritual, a little seance, and then...
You're not talking to yourself, like... You're talking to actual ghosts.
Oh, yeah.
Do I believe him?
You can make an insight check.
That's 15 even.
Yeah. He's convinced that he can talk to ghosts. There's a bit of bravado in how he says it and everything, but yeah, Ronaldo seems to believe through and through that he can speak to ghosts.
Cool. Helifine will visibly sort of like tighten up and her eyes will get real big. Are there ghosts here right now?
The one I know in East Haven for sure is the White Lady.
I thought that elf was the White Lady. You gotta whisper, they can't hear us that way.
Okay, we call her the White Lady for fun because she has white hair and white skin. But there was a person that, shit, what's his name? Quick.
That's a weird name.
I know!
Who are you talking about?
There was...
What's his name, real quick?
Bartabon. Bartabon, the old
To us,
man.
you've literally never said that name to us ever.
No, I know.
Doesn't
I
sound
was
like a
looking for
lady's
it.
name.
No. Bartabon is the owner of the White Lady Inn. He saw the White Lady. He's the one who called her the White Lady. Didn't know who
so
she was.
You didn't talk to her.
Oh, I talked to her afterward, but I never asked her name. It's kind of a thing. If you know someone's name, you have power over them. I sort of tried to be on equal footing with the spirits I summon.
So you forgot.
I didn't forget. You know what? We get back to the inn. I'ma show you.
Okay, just don't let ghosts sneak up on us, okay? It's too creepy. I don't like it.
Oh, it's going to be... She's going to be in me.
Are you the White Lady?
No, I'm like a funnel. The channel for the... You'll see. It's...
Let's go get a drink. You're hurting my brain.
You head into the wet trout, grab a few tankards, and head back to the White Lady. On your trip back... Oh, 2 seconds. You would notice the elf, Faniel, leaving the White Lady Inn and going further south into the city.
Anything ghost-like about her? Because now I'm on the lookout.
She is a very graceful elf.
Sounds suspicious.
She has the stride of like a ballerina.
Okay.
But otherwise, she's not floating. She's not translucent.
She's not haunting anyone.
Yeah, no, she's not bound in chains going, ooh.
Yes, probably not a ghost then. Okay, probably not a ghost then.
She's not following anybody, telling them that, hey, if you don't do this, your Christmas is going to be bad.
That sounds like a Ragnar move, frankly.
So back at the White Lady for a moment. Alize, you were going to say something?
Yeah, as Ragnar is coming back, after walking her to the door, I'll approach Ragnar and ask him what they talked about.
She apparently doesn't like our fish. The metaphorical one that's upstairs.
Oh, Sarkia.
Yes, Sarkia.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if she's wanted, but did she say, like, what else she knows about her? Or why didn't she get her if she's gonna get...
If she's wanted, why shouldn't you just grab her now? Who knows? But she thinks she killed her sister, so she warned us about it.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Yes, and very strange.
Oh, you think? I mean, oh, do you think I should be worried?
About, do you have a
I mean,
sister?
no, like since I'm, the better looking one in the party. So, if she's gonna take a face, it's
Oh, you
probably
think
gonna
you?
be one.
Oh, Sarky is gonna. Well, I mean, if she does take your face and replace you, we wouldn't know, would we?
But I would
But you'd
on
be
my last
dead.
dying breath. Right. I don't want to die. So should we turn her in?
To who?
I mean, whoever who's paying the bounty.
Well,
No, 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 no.
assumedly, and at that, I'll pull out the scroll and be like, assumedly the 10 towns, but I'm not entirely
It's
sure.
empty. There's nothing on the scroll.
Ah, see, because when I look at it, I'm like, yeah, I was gonna see if this was fake or not, but I assume this implies that it is yes. And I'll hold it up. I'll hold up the blank scroll and be like, assumedly, no one is paying this because there is no bounty.
Wait, I am so confused. So what's the whole point of it? Why would she even say that? Did she make all that up?
It would appear so.
Or it doesn't appear anything? Okay, so, but Sarkia definitely knows something, don't you think?
I
She was
don't
like
think
very
she.
agitated.
I think Sarky knows something, but not about this per se, or at least not about the bounty per se. I think she knows something about the woman that she's not saying, but she doesn't know something about the situation. I don't like not knowing about this particular. We should ask her.
But
like having to
change
ask
one thing in the story. See if she's gonna like give us a hint. So let's say she killed her mom instead of sister.
Why are we not trusting Sarkia?
Cause she's stealing faces, apparently. I saw her doing magical stuff. How will we know? We just met her, really.
And we just met this other lady too, right?
To be clear, we've just met all of each other, and why would we trust any of you?
And
I
well,
don't trust
because
you.
Exactly.
you should
Right.
trust me, and I trust all of you.
I trust you, Etin. I trust
Good.
Helopine too.
Well,
I just
Well,
stare at
trust
you guys.
Sarkia,
Man, she doesn't like.
and if she wants to steal someone's face, I assume she has a good reason to.
See, she has a good reason.
What kind of a good reason could that be?
I don't know.
I mean,
And
have you
don't know
seen
if she
Sarkia's
does steal
face?
faces. And if she does steal faces, I'm just saying, Sarkia has traveled with us, and we've had each other's backs and slept in a pile together. So that is a bond.
Well, I didn't really cuddle pile Sarkia, so I don't think she did. See, she didn't. She never cuddle piled any of you.
No, I'm pretty sure everyone's cuddle piled at this point.
No?
No, not Sarkia.
Ragnar
I
just definitely just
remember.
stares at you, stares at all of you like, your cuddle piles are definitely a
No,
thing.
I remember.
So, I don't
mean,
like that I
okay,
have
I'm
to
not-
ask her.
I'm not taking sides, right? I don't know either. I would kind of little bit on Sarkia's side because we've been together and she helped out, But it doesn't still mean that my face is safe. So we should confront her and ask her the truth.
I hate
Can we-
asking people directly.
What's your suggestion?
I mean, we have to ask her directly. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
Shows a
I
lack
mean,
of
there's a
imagination.
lot of things I don't like, but I still do it, so. Like the cold weather.
You are in the wrong place.
Absolutely.
Aren't we all, Etten?
No, we are all exactly where we need to be.
That
Except, where's Helifine?
She was getting drinks, remember?
Getting drinks.
Ooh. She went outside
get-
So
Drinks.
into the cold.
she doesn't get cold. Remember, she got all naked.
Ooh. 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 Ooh.
She took
And-
the
Oh.
bard.
It's about when Halifine would come back with a tiny halfling holding 2 tankards and an enormous black eye.
Elphine, where'd you go? Don't go out.
Guys, shh. There's a ghost here.
Oh, is she back on the goat? No.
He said so. There's a ghost here.
Yeah, he said that before when the elf was here.
But
No,
the elf
like
isn't the ghost.
Real ghost.
I imagine.
Why aren't you worried? You shoot at everything.
Ghosts are already dead.
Where's a ghost?
Here.
That's a valid.
Where?
Just move the tables. I'll show you.
I don't know.
We don't need to talk to her. It's fine. It's fine.
Is it where ghost like where bear?
No.
You know what? Just give me a drink, and here I'm gonna grab a tankard, and I'm gonna take that big stupid empty scroll, and I'm gonna go upstairs to an empty room because I'm gonna assume she just tried to find an empty door because she didn't have money to pay for a room, so she probably just tried to find one that was unlocked.
Shh, how dare you?
And I'm just gonna push open the first door and just sit there and be like, "Hello, Sarkia."
Ooh, we should stay together.
What?
Right upstairs.
What has Sarkia been doing during that time?
So she may or may not have found the first empty room that was unlocked because she doesn't have any money. She did listen to what she could hear with whatever the passive perception was of the conversation.
Basically nothing that was whispered.
Yeah, nothing that was whispered. So Sarkia has gone into this room, which I assume is fairly bare bones. Probably has like a little wash bowl with like the little tiny frosty little mirror in it and a bed. And so as soon as she sits down on the bed, like she walked upstairs with all this like righteous indignation. And as soon as she sits down on the bed, she plops the bag with Troon down on the floor. And she just starts shaking uncontrollably. So that's probably how Ragnar would find her. I'm sorry, you
Oh, emotional distress.
What is?
She would be cuddling her familiar, who is absolutely useless, but is very cuddleable. Well, you can always open the door and leave.
He's just
When you open the
She's-
door, Thrun waddles out of the bag and says, "Hey, big guy, I suck at all of these emotional things. Your turn."
Yeah. So she's just sitting there holding, she's still kind of shaking, and she's like rubbing her chest and cuddling her little familiar, like she's not talking. Probably especially not to Ragnar.
Who was more expecting guarded hostility and not this? Which is why he's like, and then he like turns back to the people below, like, damn it, what? Woman, pull yourself together.
She doesn't move.
I brought you whatever drink this is. And also, you were not wanted in the 10 towns.
Tell me something I don't know.
You didn't murder the elf's sister.
She doesn't have a sister.
That would be why you didn't murder her, I suppose.
I've never murdered anybody, Ragnar.
I mean, okay. Are we having a contest about who's not murdered who here?
I have a feeling that we would all lose to you, Ragnar.
I am wounded. Do I have to feign pain here? Is that how we share this emotional part
I'm
at
not
this
sharing
stage?
anything with you.
Listen, I've seen the blue one something about this when she was trying to mump something about not wanting to be like me. You should talk with someone who is not me. Halifine! And I will yell rather loudly down the stairs.
Halifine downstairs, you hear.
Halifine!
Is it just like that? Very, very tonally similar to the way it was just said? Cool. So it sounds like I'm in trouble. Halifine will just kind of like look from Etten to Alize to the bard, who's probably setting up a seance at this point.
Oh, he's putting candles around a table.
Oh, I fucking speed walk upstairs. I get the hell away from that. And I'll, as I'm walking in, oh man, I can't thank you guys enough. I really didn't want to be there for that.
She needs hugs. Something you girls do. You gave the bear one of those things.
Hugs are for everyone. Let's not.
Yes, that.
Well, Well, Sarkia, do you want to hug?
I don't see how that will help anything.
She didn't murder someone.
Did Etten and Alize come up with Pelifine?
Yeah, Eliza would chase after her.
Because I saw Etten's little, oh no, I'm upset thing, so I didn't know if he was here or not.
Well, everybody's leaving, but Alize's still here, and now there's a ghost coming, and... Okay, yes, we'll be back for the ghosty thing. Coming.
Well, all right. It just once I light the candles, we have a very limited amount of time. I don't like bothering.
Don't light them.
Okay, but you're coming back, right?
Yes.
Because these are my last candles.
Okay, don't light them.
Okay. All right, not lighting them. And he just sits cross-legged on the table, within the circle of candles. It says, "I'll be waiting here."
Okay. Wait for me.
And everyone goes upstairs. Even Alize, I believe, right?
Yes.
So I guess now, just by necessity, I've been forced into the room.
Yeah.
Near
the
her.
The room is 4 feet wide by 6 feet long. There is a single bed and barely enough room to stand next to it. At the foot of the bed is the chamber pot, and there's a stool next to it, and that is it. Oh, and the 5 of you.
I'm gonna just sort of nudge Ragnar. Say something encouraging.
Congratulations on not murdering your most hated enemy.
How
I
are you so
suppose.
bad at this?
She's the one who didn't kill someone she clearly despises. I mean,
Murder.
Uh, Sarkia, can you can you tell us what's kind of going on? Maybe.
Don't say nothing.
That would be stupid.
Saying nothing would be stupid. I agree.
If I told you, you wouldn't believe me. It's worse than the fish.
I've heard some pretty nutty things.
Yes.
Try me.
We met a bear on a mountain.
I speak to God.
Yeah.
I read a book once where someone killed somebody else's sister.
No, that wasn't her. It's
Smooth,
okay.
Alize.
I think that. So she's kind of because, and you can actually see with the amazing character artwork that's on our overlay. She always has like the very high necked thing on, and she's just like casually. She's undoing it, like not very low, like to the just past the collarbone, top of the sternum. And she's like,
I've always pictured this generally without a crowd.
I can tell you why. If you don't think it's too weird, but you're going to think it's too...
Okay.
I didn't kill anybody. I didn't take anybody's face.
Oh, good.
But she took mine.
But you still have a face.
Yeah, no, when her collar's down, you see that like starting right about here and going further down into the dress is what looks like a gnarly scar, but is a birthmark of some kind.
What the
How?
heck?
How does one take someone else's face?
Well, if we're going to believe the other one, you have to
You
kill
still have
them
your
first.
face. I want to listen to her tell it.
Well, I'm saying the elf told us, and maybe usually when one tells a lie, they sprinkle in a little bit of the truth in order to sell it.
Is that athlete still trying to talk to ghosts?
Yes. You kind of saved me, actually. I really appreciate
it. Did he tell you he could contact the ghost of the white lady that got killed and found? He's going to have a problem with that one.
Are you the ghost? You have to tell me if I ask you. That's the law.
It absolutely is not a law.
Yeah, ghost law.
I don't think that exists.
Well, then you just should tell me because it's the right thing to do.
Well, he did get one thing right. The white lady is in residence for once.
I'm so confused. Are you a ghost?
Not anymore.
What?
Look, it's going to take way too long to explain.
But
oh no, we have time.
I am me, but I am also her. Look, Etten, you're religious. Don't you believe in all the afterlife shit?
Oh, well, yes.
Doesn't the afterlife usually involve an after and not a
yes.
now?
If you're undead, I must tell you that I am legally obligated to destroy you.
I'm pretty sure that A, that is not a law, and B,
it's
you
ghost
would
law.
know by now. There is no such thing as ghost law.
I feel like there should be.
Yes, I don't think you're undead, but you are acting strange and saying things that confuse me.
Yeah, you're kind of talking like you're dead.
I can't explain it because I still don't know exactly how it works.
Well, can you tell us
I
what
Tell
you
was-
us
do
what
remember?
happened.
I remember walking down an alley. I
Okay.
remember a lot of pain,
Okay.
turning around and seeing someone who had my face stabbing me.
Okay.
And then I woke up. And I was on the streets of Luskin.
I had a dream
But-
like that once too. Wasn't Luskin though.
Okay, I have so many questions. So, is this your real face? Why doesn't she have your exact face? And why are you so alike? And did you wake up with your real face?
I still don't
And-
know if you're a ghost or not.
Right, that too.
It's reincarnation.
Oh. Oh, well, that's okay. You're
Ex-
incarnated that way.
except that it's more like there's two of me in here.
But
Oh.
Yes.
Reincarnation is fun.
Especially in Faerun.
Since everyone's arguing and keeps bringing up the undead and ghosts and everything else, Vegnar is just going to lay back on the bed and look slightly like he's perhaps concentrating or something. And I'm going to cast that.
You can see if I'm undead.
Just if there's any undead in general.
You cast Primeval Awareness, and it's within 1 mile. Oh shit! The GM actually has to pay attention.
Yes, you do.
6 miles, because we're within the the area.
His favorite terrain.
Oh boy, that's the entirety of East Haven.
Oh no, Simon, has he foiled some of your plans?
Let's go to break. We'll be right back, everyone. We'll be back in like 2 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
Icewind Dale, home to the most hardened of frontiersmen, pioneers, and nomads. Beyond the sporadic dots of civilization dwells terrifying beasts and deadly monsters. Each night, before midnight, Oril takes to the sky and weaves her spell of ice and darkness. For 2 years, the north of Faerun has been covered in everlasting rime. From Dugan's Hole to Lonelywood, from high atop Kelvin's Cairn down to Mare Duwalden. Hungry and cold, the population of Icewind Dale huddles together in empty homes, praying to the gods to end Oril's reign. Their prayers were answered. Heroes summoned by fate have vowed to break the Frostmaiden's spell.
Hello! We're back.
Right.
So, right before break, Ragnar used Primeval Awareness. And within 6 miles of you, there are
Oh boy.
elementals, there are fae, and there are undead.
But none of them is Sarkia.
Unless.
But the ability doesn't tell him where they are, only that they exist within this area.
And also, he was mostly kind of doing it as a test to just be like, no, it's not her, it's fine, and he didn't expect to find anything. So finding anything at all, there is now a rather disturbed look on his face that he forcefully passes after a second because he's trying to process that information very quickly.
Ragnar, do you have gas or something? You just made a really weird face.
Yes. Oh, well, I mean, we are in a very enclosed space, and I do not like being so...
Emotional?
I was going to say close.
Well, Sarkia.
Edson, if you think I'm undead, you can do whatever. Jack, I'm not. You won't
Yes.
hurt me.
Yeah, well, you can, holy light her or something, right?
No.
How do we find out?
Well, I
You just
find,
look dead.
I find that if you just ask your friends, they'll tell you the truth.
I will also laugh out loud at that.
Sarki, are you a zombie?
No.
Okay,
Here we go.
that's settled.
Are you a ghost?
Partially?
Oh.
I don't know how this works.
I
I was me, and I woke up as a baby, which was very disconcerting.
So you remember being a baby?
Yes. Part of
Are
me
you
remembers
a
being a
baby?
baby.
Now,
No.
Wait, do you remember birth? No.
Thank God, no.
Can you get your face back?
I think we're asking entirely the wrong questions here.
What's
And
the right
let's-
question? I've never met a ghost before.
The right
neither.
question would be, can we all go downstairs and not be in the same room?
I don't want to go downstairs. There's a seance or something happening.
No,
Ronaldo's
not
really
light the
intent on this
candles.
ghost.
I mean, we are traveling with a ghost.
Yeah, but
I'm
she's
not really-
nice.
I'm not really a. I don't. The only thing that she got wrong. Her eyes are wrong.
There are no ghosts, is what I'll say with that 19 deception roll.
So you're trying to fool us?
Well, because you're so worried, and I'll just say there are no ghosts,
That's a
and I say
four.
that with a very straight face.
Can somebody tell me why I bother to have proficiencies in this game? Thanks.
Dungeon Master,
Yeah.
could I go ahead and roll with advantage because Ragnar is the one telling me this and I don't believe him? Just in general, like as a rule of thumb.
Sure, I'll give you that. You are on edge right now, and Ragnar, out of the blue, after looking...
Totally a ghost. Would that be insight?
Insight, yeah. With
Cool.
wisdom.
That's a 12, so still not awesome.
So, no, for once, Ragnar seems to be honest. Maybe when he makes these faces, he's honest.
Okay,
Maybe that's why he looks so uncomfortable.
because he's telling the truth. Actually, that tracks
Because
pretty
he's
well.
being honest.
It does pain me so.
Can confirm.
Ooh, do you want to go back downstairs?
I
Ronaldo's
think-
gonna be trying to summon you anyway, so. He says he talks to the white lady.
Well,
I think he puts on a good show for tourists.
I mean, he did bring a number of ales.
He seemed really honest about it.
Etten,
yes.
you seem very upset.
Yes.
Why are you upset?
Well, don't worry. We'll just stay in this room tonight, and everything will be okay. Nobody gets cold, and we sleep in a pile.
Etten, I'm always cold.
Oh, no, we can't. Well,
That's why you should have let me give you that hug. It's my thing. Okay, I'm sorry.
I mean, are we all huggy people?
No, but I kind of hoped you
yeah.
were.
I'm trying to remember when was the last time I had a hug.
Oh, that is very sad.
But, okay, what,
We should go downstairs.
Okay, but nobody leave again. Elefine, you gave me a fright.
I couldn't stand the tension at that table. It made me uncomfortable.
Well, I wasn't. If you thought you were uncomfortable.
If you just said something, we would have gotten your face back right then and there.
You're going to kill her in the middle of a bar.
I'd ask the old man to turn around.
I'm not. I won't get. I'm dead.
I mean, didn't you just spend the past few minutes telling us
No,
you're
I
not
mean,
dead?
that elf that was me is dead.
She seems pretty alive.
It's not alive.
Okay, Well, then we avenge you.
How can you avenge someone who's still walking around alive?
Because she's not. You already said so.
And who said so?
She did.
So we're going to kill the person
No.
who is still walking around wearing the face of the person we're going to kill based on what someone who looks like a completely different person said, and everyone in town will be totally okay with this.
I mean,
would be-
technically, on the bright side of things, you did get a second life. Like a start over.
And it
I
was
don't.
so much fun. Do you know what it's like having been an elf? All of your lives are so short. And then I get born into this squawking thing that can't even feed itself, and I can feel my body dying. It's awful. Don't like it.
And yet you decided to come to the north.
I had to.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, you don't think it might have something to do with her?
I just want, if we can force her to not, force her to look like herself, themself. I'm fairly sure it's either a changeling or a doppelganger.
Well,
Do any of you know anything about those?
no.
No.
Ragnar very specifically.
Well, DM, since I am sort of a monster hunter, I do focus more on undead, but would I have something to roll to see if I am familiar a bit with changelings?
I mean, yes. You can roll knowledge arcana. I think even Alize might have heard about it in Candlekeep. It won't be with disadvantage or anything. It's just, if it had been an undead, you would have had advantage. In this case, it's just a regular check.
Yes, Ragnar, check your Witcher training. I mean your Ranger training.
My amazing Nat 20 Ranger training, you mean?
Your medallion hums. Place of power. Gotta be.
Gotta draw from it.
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, changelings that take other people's faces. You mean doppelgangers?
Mm-hmm.
You remember there was a major doppelganger coup in Baldur's Gate about 120 years ago.
And I also remember that the story she specifically told, she mentioned changeling. She accused you of being one.
Imagine that.
Well, the best lies and all.
Yeah, I mean, if I could look like anyone, do you think I would look like this? Come now.
What's wrong with you?
Well, I mean, look at her.
I think you're really pretty. I don't understand.
We should go downstairs. Let's see what happens when he tries to contact the spirit of the White Lady. I could use a laugh.
Ghosts aren't funny.
It's me.
Yeah, but what if he's accidentally summoning some other ghost that just, he said he didn't know her name. It could be someone pretending just like her. It could be another ghost pretending to be her, pretending to be you.
Well, then it's a very bored ghost who probably is just looking for attention.
Yeah.
gives me pause.
No, you're a werebear. You already have paws.
I don't have. I have hands.
Also paws.
No, just hands.
And paws.
No, hand. Let's go downstairs, but I'm not. I'll wait outside. I don't.
You're not gonna wait outside. You'll stand right
don't wait.
next to me. You'll stand right next to me, and I'll make woo 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 noises in your ear, and then you'll feel better.
Yes,
That sounds like the
don't go
opposite of
outside.
That sounds bad.
Yeah.
It's
I
too
mean,
cold
how
anyway.
worse can it be? It's. I mean, I didn't mean to say it
I
that way.
just realized there's probably a grave around here for me somewhere. I should find it.
Oh, dark.
Why would you say that?
I mean, there isn't.
I
We
mean,
don't
I
keep
just-
graves up north here.
Or a marker or something. Come now.
Ooh, what
It would
if
have been
the
lost long ago.
30 years
What
is
if-
not that long.
what if the ghost we are going to summon is actually you? Like, how would you talk to your other self? Like, do you have a free ghost somewhere, or all of your ghost is embodied in your new body?
I only have one of me.
Ghost. Okay.
And there's
No,
also so I am Sarkia, but Sarkia is also what was already in the baby.
What if there's a quantum state ghost and you're both a ghost and also you at the same time? And
My
if you
head
do a
hurts.
seance, you can both be the ghost and you.
It's Schrödinger's Sarkia. So long as the seance hasn't happened, she's both alive and dead.
That's pretty funny, actually.
And if we summon the ghost, would your body just go limp?
Well, the other part of me would probably hold it up.
Do you talk to the baby that's inside of you?
She's not a baby. No.
Are you-
No.
Oh,
So you killed the baby?
congratulations.
I'm one. No, I'm. No, it's.
I don't think she meant she's pregnant. I think she meant she grew up and
Can we just-
aged.
Can we just
Oh.
go downstairs?
Oh, you remind me of V and Johnny.
Who?
She didn't play Cyberpunk, so.
Is her name also Sarkia? Because that's just a big coincidence.
No, I'll draw you a diagram later.
I think
This is
chat was
my
right,
heart.
and everyone is going to take
Four
4
psychic
points of
damage.
psychic damage.
Guys, that's almost half of the hit points I have left.
Basically, how it works, just to break it down a little bit better, is that the baby was born already, so there was already like something, the baby, and then the elf gets shoved into the baby spirit.
Yeah.
It's really a weird way that it's worded.
Seems kind of like a selfish elven thing to do. Just take over a fucking baby. Just saying.
It's not specifically elven. It's just a thing that can happen in Icewind Dale.
Yeah, in the Forgotten Realms, to do a bit of out-of-game knowledge, the way the Reincarnate spell works is that it sends your soul back into a fetus before there is a soul in it.
Mm-hmm.
And your soul lays dormant, and then when the baby is born, you are born. And over time, as you grow up, your facial features will merge with the ones of the body you're in to begin looking like what you look like in your past life. Albeit differently, because, you might be in the body of a different race.
So you
And,
basically have the memories of your race and your life, like
Yeah.
all kind of fragmented up, but you're also forming new memories as a new person. So it's a little.
Yeah. So as you grow older and your brain becomes more developed, it gets stuffed with all the stuff from your previous life, which is very fucked up.
That sounds terrible.
It is terrible.
So
It is
you remember
absolutely
being
terrible.
you, and you remember also being you.
And the thing is, when you're a baby, you have the same thought processes of the you when you died. It's just you can't talk and you can't express yourself. It is so weird. There's an entire
It's
novel about it.
extremely weird.
All
Yeah,
that to say,
Justice.
you head downstairs.
Creepy.
Yeah, we go downstairs.
Who does? Who stays upstairs?
I mean,
I-
I was
I'm
on the
doing
bed,
it
so I'm
first.
probably one of the last people to leave the room just because I was on the bed and have to be the last to leave.
You know that thing that kids do when they don't want to get ready for bed, where they will literally, like, they'll walk slow, they'll pretend to trip, like, they'll
Can I
find
get a
something
drink
on
of
the ground.
water? Can I
That
go
is
do
100%
this?
what I'm doing right now. I do not want to go downstairs.
Exactly. Eltrion Genesis in chat got it perfect. So reincarnate is like buy you, get you free as you grow up. Problematic but entertaining. Yes. It's pretty true. And I mean, as an elf, like being stuck in a very mortal body would be very disconcerting.
Elves are also very mortal.
Yes, but much longer lived.
I mean, not that long lived if you got stabbed.
I will rip your halo off your head. Okay. You're going downstairs now. And she will simply reach out and take Helafine by the hand and basically drag her downstairs.
You could try.
Come on.
I left something in the. I should go back and get it. I left a thing in there.
Have fun with Ragnar.
Who is this standing behind the both of you? Are you going to take up the stairs or are you going to move down them?
I will pick Ragnar up and put him down on the other side of me.
I mean, Ragnar will just pick you up at the same time, so we're both holding each other.
Then we just fall down the stairs and
This
die.
is very strange. I expected your feelings to.
This is as
eventually
close as
show
we're going to
through.
get to a hug now. Are you going to pick me up and he just grabs you at the same time? Like, what are we doing?
Ronaldo is
Come on.
looking at you from downstairs and says, "Well,
This can't be any weirder for any of you. Yes, a small halfling.
I just are they going to make out in the stairs?"
No!
I don't know.
And
She did
No!
make out with a
No!
bear once.
why is
Ew,
sorry,
No!
Justice, is Eden out of the room?
Yes, I'm not letting them out of my sight.
Okay.
Poor Etten.
So yeah, the Ronaldo would look at Eden and says, "You look paler than when I first saw you earlier, when you came in from outside."
No, I'm blue.
Labadi labada. All right.
Yes,
Um,
he's a very strange man.
I
I'd be weird too.
you're some sort of priest, aren't you?
Yes, I am a cleric of the Lord Lathander. He is the Lord of Light, and he will one day spread his glorious rays upon this land again. And we are on a mission, we, 6 fishes of Lathander, to rescue this land in his name and send Oro back. Yes, I am a priest.
Oh, great! God of Light, can you light the candles for me? I lost my last match.
Yes.
Oh, great. They're gonna be blessed by the God of Light. That's even better.
Do you have a fire spell? Because Sacred Flame is not really fire.
I have light.
Well, you
Sarkia
can-
will just kind of Sarkia will reach out her hands
Right.
and like do little mini
Thaumaturgy.
firebolts on the candles. She'll do like little
No.
mini firebolts. No, okay, fine.
Thaumaturgy.
I won't.
I'm going to call a flaming sphere into being above the candles, a 5-foot space of fire, and move it around the Ronaldo and light all the candles.
He is
And in on fire?
still as a stone as you move
No.
carefully. This bowling, it's not even a bowling ball size, it's 5 feet. This,
Huge.
It's like a table size.
Yeah.
Don't move. I'll get those candles in a jiff.
Uh-huh.
I mean, at that point, I'll just set Elephine back down to the one side and be like, I'm just pissed. You wanted to go past me, right? Because I'm just going down here, I guess.
We're never doing that again.
I mean, you grabbed me
You
first.
started it.
Why am I arguing with you like a child? Well, because you're a child, but that's
You melt the candles, Etten.
Ooh.
But with what's left of the puddles of wax, Ronaldo says, okay, we might have time for 2 questions. Thank you, Priest of Light. Just make sure you don't burn the hill down with this.
He is.
Okay. I, Ronaldo, call upon you, Spirit of the White Lady.
Fancy.
And there is silence.
In which Sarkia says fancy.
And he says, No. The candles are supposed to work. Hi, Ronaldo. Remember me? We spoke like about 6 months ago. I beseech thee, ghost of the White Lady, come down from the spectral plane. Come here! And the inn begins to shake as the candles waver and a shrill screech is heard outside.
Oh, good.
The 5 of you hear this massive wing beat come down from the sky.
What did you do?
The entire room goes dark, and your breath begins to be visible. You look around you as ice begins to form on the windows.
I think he just called Oral.
The door swings open, and a large bipedal owl, dressed in a light blue robe, walks into the inn. She is both majestic and fearsome. She is a hunched, 7-foot tall, snowy owl with enormous ram horns on each side of her head.
Well, that's just mixing your metaphors.
If you look at the Roll20 chat, you will see the form of the creature that appears before you.
Yep.
Like an owl beast, only
You
bigger.
know what's funny is I apparently hadn't launched the game in Roll20, so it was just the Rime of the Frostmaiden book cover, but it still has exactly that on the cover, so all good.
Yeah.
Hello.
She comes in, and her head cocks to one side and the other, cracking as it does so. And when it does, there's like these layers of snow and bits of ice that just fall off from her shoulders. And with a curled, gnarled hand with a long black talon, she points to Sarkia
Oh, good.
and says, "You."
Hmm.
And she looks to Ronaldo. "You are messing with things beyond your control, mortal." And she just points at him, and Ronaldo is encased in a block of ice. His skin turns blue almost immediately. And she takes a few more steps towards Sarkia. And
I cast
basically...
flaming hands. Burning hands.
On Ronaldo or on Oral?
That
On-
took
on-
a turn?
On the creature of approaching the party.
Alright. She needs to make a dex save, right?
He just challenged a god. We're all gonna die.
Yes, it is a dexterity 14 saving throw.
Okay.
At least I got my backstory out first.
She has advantage, so she's gonna take the 20. She's gonna take half damage. Can you roll that damage, please?
Buy
Yes.
it.
No, it makes sense. Oh, I can just cast it.
Yeah, I mean, he would.
He challenged a god, and I have 5 hit points left.
11 points of damage.
So,
A wave of fire washes over her. It's more wind than anything. By the time the fire reaches her, it turns to just hot air. And you can all see, like, this haze around her.
Which ties into what I was doing, because I was peering at her with my hunter sense.
Uh-huh. What does that do?
I can sort of determine if she has any specific immunities, resistances, vulnerabilities, and things like that.
Oh. Well, as you might have guessed, the goddess of cold is immune to cold. She's also immune to poison. But as all divine beings, she shares the same vulnerability that all gods share. She is vulnerable to radiant damage.
Excellent.
You also know that she's highly resistant to magic and can shrug off just about everything.
good.
As
I'm so glad that
a-
I rolled up a sorcerer for this campaign.
As
It's
a
a god, what do you
reaction,
want?
as a reaction to Etten casting, she's just gonna snap her head to the side and just say "meddler" and fling an orb, like a snowball at Etten.
No.
Etten, would a 26 hit you?
Oh, Lord.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Can
Ethan,
I?
you'll take-
Do I have it?
Yeah, what? No,
Could
go
you
ahead.
Do something since there's no
I
turn
wouldn't.
order.
I wouldn't if I were you.
If you have a
I just-
reaction,
A
right now
I
it's
said
a reaction.
I just
that she
wanted
has.
to levitate Etten out the way.
Oh, that's
Oh, sure.
Oh, you muted it. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So she turns, meddler. She throws the orb, and you just immediately make Etten levitate, like lift him out of the way. The snowball hits the wall, and immediately, like this snowflake pattern of ice begins to appear. She extends her hand to Sarkia and caresses the side of her face with a long, curved black talon.
Helaphine emits a low growl because she's right next to Sarkia. It's just a subconscious thing.
And Auril says to Sarkia, well, loud enough that everyone can hear, "Glad to see you were preserved." Come, daughter, we have much to do.
No.
And she turns back and begins to walk outside. She doesn't seem to pay mind to any one of you, so if you want to do anything, now's your chance.
Heck you, Simon.
Yes.
Sarkia.
Did you miss some details there with your story?
Not that I was aware of.
I'll send it to you by Twitter.
Okay.
Can I cast another spell?
Yep, definitely.
don't.
You all have a turn if you want.
We're still
The
in
question
the
is, would I be able to resist her telling me to follow her?
Oh yeah, she's not
Oh,
compelling
she's
you.
just saying, okay, she's not compelling. Okay.
I have no second level spell slots.
What I would do then, since everyone's sitting there and she's walking out the door, I would sort of, I guess I was right there on the stairs. I would jump down sort of into the front and
Ooh.
except for I'd cast it on everybody else in the room. I'd turn to face the entire group. And I'd shout at them to,
Oh, you
stand
get your
down.
wings! Oh, the big wings are out.
What
And it's
does
just-
it look like? What do you look like, Ragnar? As you interpose yourself between Auril and the group.
I guess I no longer look just like a normal-ish human. I suppose that some strange wings sprout from my back, except for they don't have any angelic feathers on them. They're dark, and where there should be feathers sprouting from them, they just end in black, bony appendages that have sort of like ethereal black nothingness coming off them, and there's just a sort of black aura coming off me and the rest of them, and I sort of scream to the rest of the group that they need to stop this foolishness.
Can everyone make a charisma saving throw?
He's
Please.
casting a spell on us.
What's the DC?
good.
What
good.
is the DC for that? Because
It's 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your charisma modifier.
So,
got a
19
large-
is gonna get it.
Yeah, I
Obviously,
was gonna say large charisma modifier.
what is my charisma modifier?
I thought it was like +3.
So, my charisma's +2, so 14.
Okay.
Wow, I actually didn't suck.
All right. And what about Elephine?
I rolled a 16.
So there's only Alize who is shocked by Ragnar's transformation into this fallen angel. And for all intents and purposes, Alize, you cannot walk closer to Ragnar.
Okay.
You,
And I am in front
if
of the
you
door,
could, you
essentially.
would hide from him. But that takes place at the same time as whatever else y'all wanted to do.
Sarkia will spend her turn looking confused. She is confused.
Helifine will spend her turn staring at Sarkia.
I obviously didn't remember everything.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
You're not gonna go with her, are you?
Etten, what are you doing?
Would it be reasonable to assume that we know this is oral? Is this form well known?
Do you remember when you saw the flying rock in the first episode, first or second episode after you killed her chosen?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the creature that was atop the rock. If it's not Auril herself, it's a very damn good imitation.
Avatar. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Etten has a divine mission, so he's going to cast Sacred
Etten!
Flame.
Before you do so, Etten, would you like rolling? Would you mind rolling a charisma check, please?
Just straight.
Straight up charisma. Yeah, with your proficiency. Sorry, with your proficiency. I didn't see it. I'd say 9. There is a noticeable difference this time when Etten casts Sacred Flame. A column of divine light washes out from him and lights up the entire room. It melts away the snowflake pattern on the wall. It is so bright that everyone is considered blinded. Oh, Constitution saving throw from everyone.
Mm-hmm.
The DC is 16, except for Etten. That's fine for him.
What'd I do?
I saved.
Why do I have proficiencies?
For the first time in this campaign. I saved.
So there's just... And it makes sense. It makes sense that Sarkia is the one that fails. Sarkia, you are blinded by the light. The others, between your fingers and your half-peeled eyes, you can see that Etten, instead of his regular armor, is wearing a shiny golden and white tabard with the symbol of a rising sun in the center. It waves to an invisible wind. You cast your Sacred Flame. She needs to make a check, right?
It is a dexterity saving throw.
Alright. But you are going to cast it as if you were 17th level. So what would your proficiency modifier be?
And it's just
max
gonna
out,
end
right?
the campaign right
Plus
here,
5?
right now.
It's +5. Okay. So what would be your DC if that was +5?
I think I've literally never had a character that high. So my wisdom is 19 right now, so it's a +4. So I assume by the time I'm
So
level
+4
17 that it'd be a
Yeah, no, leave it
20s.
at +4 for now. So 4 + 5, that's 9, + 8, that's DC 17. Alright. And it's a, what type of check again? Dex?
dex.
That's the first. That's an 8. And here comes the second. Roll 4d8 times 2.
We're all gonna die. Well, maybe not me, apparently.
I didn't even get to turn into a bear. Fuck this campaign.
You
It's
ruin.
just found your lover.
Yeah, you ruin half of her face with the sacred flame that comes out of your holy symbol. She takes 38 points of damage. She turns to you, and in a voice... You remember how Gandalf speaks in the tongue of Mordor, or like his thaumaturgy spell at the beginning of Lord of the Rings? It's sort of like that. Her shape begins to grow almost instantaneously, and her voice deepens, and she says, "Lathander, you coward! You are not supposed to meddle in my things! Be gone!" And she waves her hand. And as a reaction to Etten, And doop, 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 doop. Doop, 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 doop. Etin, can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
No.
My dog just shook his head no for you.
Oh no. Wait. I have inspiration. I am going to use that here.
That works.
Oh no!
Buy it.
The gods
Etin?
always fail you when you need them.
Etin, you're going to take 10 points of cold damage, 3 levels of exhaustion, and you are knocked prone. As she waves her hand and just a localized blizzard hits you across the chest. It sends all of the tables and chairs flying out. You hear Bardabin try to duck under his rocking chair, but all that any of you can hear is just the loud thump of his body hitting the floor. The form of Thrun, who was coming to investigate what was going on from up the stairs, just tumbles backward and is splattered against the wall. He doesn't die.
It's dead?
Just, no.
Okay.
He's just like... most of you have to hang on to what you can, not to be flown out with Etten.
I'm blind.
Yeah, you don't see any of this, nor are you affected by the blizzard.
Oops.
She points to Etten and says, I will kill you personally. And with a flourish of her cape, she goes outside and you hear the flapping of the wings of the rock again. And that's where we're going to stop tonight's session.
Oh.
Can I say one thing?
Yes, absolutely.
Eden, from his position on the floor where he's so exhausted he can't lift his head, he's going to say, "Don't freeze my fishes."
Oh, my heart!
But
Wow.
you are a frozen fish.
That
No,
that is,
I would apparently be the frozen fish, just not for the reason I thought. So
Yep. We'll finish on that quote from Etten.
What?
Well, this is
Well,
a great time to remember that I'm not here next week.
So, Etten, you got a glimpse of what's going on. And now y'all know who Ragnar is. Or
or
what,
what he is, rather.
And then
Do you?
Sarkia's in
Because
trouble.
Ragnar's totally gonna drop this immediately and then deny it ever happening. Just forewarn.
I'm gonna ask him if he
fake
made
news.
out with a bat.
I didn't say they were bat wings. They were skeletal wings.
Oh, I forgot one more thing.
Oh dear.
Yes, because I really wanted to end on that, and I completely forgot. If you don't mind me describing one last scene that's in my notes. It takes place outside of Tourmaline. You're not in Tourmaline, you're in East Haven. Outside of East Haven. Far away in the Spine of the World Mountains. You would see this column of 6 armed soldiers. Behind them trails a rickety chariot
Uh-oh.
with a 5x5 iron cage. And the guards are talking to one another and they say, "You sure they're gonna take him?" And the other one says, "Well, it's the closest we can bring him, and then they'll probably extradite him back to the south, but as far as I know, this hole is better than anywhere. Plus, they pay well for people like him." And they look back, and as the camera pulls away, there is an emaciated, blind drow man sitting in the cage.
Oh no, your boyfriend.
Oh no.
My
We're gonna
baby
have to
died.
break some shit next week.
Or it's Drizzt. You never know.
He did. No, he's not.
So, Hey everyone.
I'll have chat know that I almost took the Drizzt fangirl background just as a joke.
How do you know I don't have the fanboy background?
That's an
You do.
actual secret that you can take, and I almost took it. Very close.
So I hope y'all enjoyed today.
Broke
hate
my
you,
brain.
I know.
Why you gotta make my character more complicated?
I mean,
Yo, Ed became a fucking god.
Yeah.
Etten
Avatar
was
of a god.
yes, Etten was temporarily inhabited by Lathander himself.
Okay, so then instead of it being the 5 of us, it was really the 7 of us if we're counting the 2 people in Kelly's body and the 2 people in Justice's body.
No. It's just only ever one. There's
Yes.
there's never another person in
It's
that
never
original
two.
fetus.
It
Wait.
kind of becomes meshed together, the memories that you build as a new person and the memories of the old person. So it feels like 2, but it's only 1.
Justice, you had
Okay,
something to say?
so
Yes, maybe that will shut up the haters.
damn.
If only that priest of a monitor had been here.
But didn't he just get inhabited by a
Nice.
monitor?
Oh, don't start shit.
No.
Look at
But the symbol on the tabard was a rising sun.
In air quotes. Little quotation marks.
Okay.
No, and
so
during the whole scene, the real music that should have played that I couldn't because of copyright was House of the Rising Sun.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but he couldn't have came in the worst time. I mean, I feel so self-conscious. Like there's the one person turning into a god, the other one has wings, the other one is like ghost coming
mean-
back. I thought I was special, and I'm just like,
You
Okay.
guys, you
I'm
guys
just
maybe.
like a simple girl.
I
So
think
what
you
is-
guys mass hallucinated the wings. Ragnar does not know what you guys are talking about.
Hey,
There's-
that's not
why
gonna
would-
work, buddy.
But that's
Why would
the-
anyone have Wayne's? And I have a really good deception score, so I'm
But that's,
fairly certain that's gonna fly.
That's also really good character development for Alize, though, for her to suddenly realize that she's not as special as she thought she was.
Yeah.
It's kind of like in the real world when you go to college and you thought you were special all through high school.
Stop with your stupid reality. Cut it the fuck out.
So, let's go around the table. Shout out what you need to shout out, and we're gonna get going because it's getting late. So, let's do reverse order as
And
earlier.
Simon's trying to run from us.
Oh, no. I'm here all night. So, Helafine, hi, who are you, and where can we find you on the internet this week?
Hey everybody, I am Diana. Until the past few moments, I've been Helafine this evening. Yeah, where can you find me this week? So Thursday night over on our channel, Bard and Barbarian, Justice is going to be leading our spooky Call of Cthulhu game. We're running from dinosaurs right now, which is apparently a thing that can happen in Call of Cthulhu. And then Friday and Saturday, I'll be playing in 2 events for Renegade Con. I'll be playing Duel of Wands on Friday night, and then Kids on Bikes on Saturday night. That's where you can find me.
And thank you for coming. Next, Etten, who are you in real life, and where can we find you?
Hello, I'm Justice. I'm one half of the team at Bard and Barbarian, and you can find me on the socials as Stashmandu. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, so I'm going to post a new picture. That is my goal for tomorrow. And you can also find me on the Bard and Barbarian
Use your words.
Bard and Barbarian channel on Thursday, running the Call of Cthulhu. And I will be joining Diana for Renegade Con on Saturday.
And you mean only
we got
the
a new
top
product.
half, right?
What's that?
For your haircut, you mean only the top half, right? This.
Oh yeah,
This
bottom
yeah.
half stays how it is.
This has to stay. we have a new product that we're going to be releasing this week on our store, just in time for Valentine's Day, and I'm real excited about it.
Ooh. Next up, thank you for coming. Forgot to say that, but thank you for coming.
Always.
Alize, who are you working with?
I am Tumai, and you can find me on social media as Professor XR. Is the new product hot pink and gold coffee mug? Because I really
Not
would like to have
yet.
one. Okay.
Soon.
Yeah, so that's all I'm playing this week. The vampire game is on break for 2 weeks, but we shall be back.
Awesome, thanks for coming. Ragnar, who are you? Where can we find you?
I am Ragnar, the 100% totally normal ranger. Nothing strange about him. And I am Justin. You can find me here. I am the better half of the very soulless ginger down there.
Up there, I'm above you.
Yeah, but you're down there.
Over there.
I relate to real world physics, not Twitch world physics. And you can find me on the interwebs all over the place, but usually at Twitter's at @PirateJesus_.
Thank you for coming. And last but not least, she's not going to be there next week, but Sarkia, where can we find you this week?
Before I give my outro, I would like to point out to everybody that at least twice in earlier episodes, I was like, Simon, the blue glowy eyes on the wolves, does that mean are they like my eyes? And Simon's like, no, not at all. Huh? Sure. This is why
Lots of people have blue eyes, Sarkia.
I'd like to point
Don't
out
be weird about it.
It's
Well,
the DM's job to lie to the players.
Yeah. I mean, he also just blatantly told me on Twitter, ha ha ha, blue eyes. I'm like, thanks, Simon. So yes, I'm Kelly. You can find me actually tomorrow, because tomorrow's the premiere of Tales by the Ghostlight, which is a chat show on my channel, twitch.tv/The Opera Geek, with tenor Joshua Blue. This is our first episode, so we are going to just be kind of establishing who we are, what we're going to talk about, and discussing why even things we absolutely love that we choose to spend our life on can be problematic, and that should be pointed out and not ignored.
I feel attacked right now. I just want to say.
Then I may or may not also play Mordor later that night. I'm not sure. Then Thursday, you can find me on Sirenscape's Twitch channel as Olympia, the apparently very, very good with a gun rocker boy in Cyberpunk Red, where I got really excited because I got to just say I'm your Huckleberry at least once because I did not miss a single shot. And then next Monday I won't be here because I will be on Jason Charles Miller's Music Monday show. Yes, that is very definitely my schedule for this week. And next Tuesday I'm playing Humblewood on the Roll20 Twitch channel. Yes.
Wait, you're cheating on us?
No.
Yep.
She's cheating on us. Next Monday, you're not going to be here to be somewhere
With
else.
Jason Charles Miller, though, so it's fine.
He's a sweetheart. Yeah, he's a sweetheart. And he did ask me like 4 months ago.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, if Jason wants to come here on a Monday, I mean, I'm not gonna say no.
You know, I can tell him that we've definitely got spots open because our DM is trying to kill us. So that's,
But that said,
let him know.
Thank you for coming, Kelly. Thank you to all of you for coming tonight.
Thank you, Simon,
Thank
for
you,
all the
Simon.
horror.
I have
being a
one more
liar.
thing to say for the players, so I'll keep it right
God.
after. But you can find me Wednesday over on Unmade Gaming at 8 p.m. Eastern for Cyberpunk Red Phoenix with hashtag Team NPC. They're going to probably at some point undertake their first job instead of paying other people to do it for them. On Thursday, I'll be on, where am I Thursday? Behind the screen for Cyberpunk Out on a Limb on the Sirenscape Twitch channel. Then on Friday, it's over back here for Cyberpunk Red at 8 p.m. Eastern. On Saturday, I will be at 2 different places. Level Up TTV in the afternoon at 1 p.m. for Scion. And then at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, I will be over on Cyberpunk Uncensored giving a talk about, if I am correct, the use of safety tools in a Cyberpunk campaign. So be sure to check that out. And then on Sunday, I'll be over on Praxagora Thesmophoria's channel at 8 p.m. Eastern for Romance of the Blue Rose, as I reprise the role of my sweet, sweet wolf boy. That said, players, as a parting gift, y'all gain a level. And I will see you, and we will
Wait.
see
Do I
all
gain
of you
2 levels?
next week.
No.
Sweet.
17 levels?
17.
Nope, just one. You can have 1 level as a treat.
Yay!
Don't spend it
That's
all on
That's
Or-
a
that.
treat for being good and attacking the god.
Or
Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Icewind Dale, home to the most hardened of frontiersmen, pioneers, and nomads. Beyond the sporadic dots of civilization dwells terrifying beasts and deadly monsters. Each night, before midnight, Oril takes to the sky and weaves her spell of ice and darkness. For 2 years, the north of Faerun has been covered in everlasting rime. From Dugan's Hole to Lonelywood, from high atop Kelvin's Cairn down to Mare du Walden. Hungry and cold, the population of Icewind Dale huddles together in empty homes, praying to the gods to end Oril's reign. Their prayers were answered. Heroes summoned by fate have vowed to break the Frostmaiden spell.